Okay, hello, welcome to the stream. My name's Milo and my pronouns are they, them. Today I'm going to be continuing a little thing that I sometimes do on this stream, which is Umihara Kawase fan games and like homage games and stuff like that. So if you don't know Umihara Kawase, it's a pretty niche, or was, like Japanese indie series, mostly known for its surreal environments, fish with legs, and stretchy grappling hook gameplay, which is a lot of fun and interesting. It's got kind of a cult following, so sometimes you get indie developers doing their own take on it, which is, what we've got here today. So the first thing we're going to show off is Bungee Jumping Bucko, a brand new game released only 37 days ago. I only know about this because it was posted about by its creator on the Umihara Kawase Discord. That creator is, of course, JJHE/Blobby. Oh, hello, Gibbons here. Good to see you. And Max is here. Milo stream I'm finally online for. Yeah, it's been a while, Max. How are you doing? Okay, so that makes some pretty cool little projects here. Alright, and lover of Umihara Kawase. This was for a jam. A bit more information on that here. So, Bucko Jam, hosted by Amiya Aranha. Don't know who that is, but it was a 2-month-long jam, but they treated it like a really tiny jam, made a tiny little project, and that's cool. So let's check that one out. Yeah, today we're playing Umihara Kawase fan games. I don't think I've ever played through a full Umihara Kawase game on stream, but that's mostly because they're really hard games. So, yeah. Well, if you want to know how it's spelled, it is written on this page up here. I could tell you the kanji, but you know. All right, so we're trying to capture this window. Nope, wrong one. Here we go. So yeah, short little project. Let's check it out. Does this not have controller support? Did I not check this? Hold on a sec. Oh no, spacebar? There we go. So there's plot and a cutscene. U. Y-O-U. Boop. Okay. I'm just going to play this with mouse and keyboard, because mouse control is involved. So I've been schwammoed 0 times so far, because I've barely started. Oh, that's quite loud. Yeah, and there's no music, just some sound effects. Yeah, let me know if I should adjust volume at any point. So there's a few options for movement, space to jump, and... Oops! There's our grapple hook, so that's a very Umihara thing. Oh, and it's stretchy too, cool. Nailed it. The stretchiness is such a key part of the UK series, which, I don't know, it's weird to call it that because of the United Kingdom, but you know, whoops. Oh, I can double jump in midair. No, I can single jump in midair if I've walked off a ledge. Like so. Oh, that's great. Okay. Don't even need the hook for that little part. I like that while you're climbing, you can sort of see the little butt crack of this creature. Maybe they're an insect, because they have 6 legs, or maybe those are antennae at the top. I do like antennae. I'm a big fan of the durians from Star Trek. Aha! And that's the end! Yeah, that's right. I did nominate Umihara Kawase for... I think it was Shun, the PSX entry for the Game of the Month thing on your server, yes. Okay, so, yep, credits, code and art by JJHE, sound effects by Amiya Aranha, so, yeah, nice. Very cute. I like these characters, too. Okay, that's the end, I guess. A very short one, but... I like the concept. We can see a bit more about development in these posts. They say that the fishhook implementation went smoothly, but the walking around like a normal person coding was a nightmare. It worked well until I wanted slopes. Cool. So I'm surprised that the walking around was the hard part and the hook was the easy part. And I think I only got Schwa mode once, which is nice. So yeah, always good to see someone taking on this little used concept. I love to see fan games of this series. And yeah, hopefully they maybe expand on this, or even if they don't, it's fine. Oh, so Amiya is a VTuber, judging by this tag. Okay, good to know, good to know. I guess we can move on now already to the second game that I've got for today. This one is called Merill Kururinchi. I always say Kururincha for some reason. Maybe because I'm thinking of Kururinpa. But it's Merill Kururinchi or Merill something. I was looking up what Kururinchi meant, and it's hard. Kuru is like an onomatopoeia for spinning or pivoting. Oh, that's a good point, Max. They are similar to Tingle's magic words. Kururinpa. What's that game on the Game Boy Advance? That's Kururinpa, isn't it? The one where you spin that little paddle around a thing. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Kururin something? I don't know, whatever. Point is, what's interesting about translating this game is that it has some coverage on English-speaking internet thanks to Cayman.us, where they've translated the name as Merill the Phosphorus. Now, I looked this up. A lot of elements of the periodic table, if they're really old and were discovered early, then they have native words in certain languages, but then later discovered elements have loan words. So phosphorus is one of those ancient elements, and it has a name in Japanese, which is rin, and there's variations of rin depending on what form of phosphorus we're talking about. So because rin appears in the name, even though it doesn't use the kanji or anything, they've somehow, I guess, translated that and it has become Merill the Phosphorus. Anyway, this is another one I found out about thanks to the Umihara Kawase Discord. And yeah, so this is a Wayback Archive. Oh, hi, Captain. How's it going? We've been doing titles wrong. Yeah, Kururin. Maybe that was it. Yeah. I'm just confused. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, this is an archive of the site. They've got some nice looking indie games posted up here. Hang on a sec. Is this a Camel Try take? That's interesting. I didn't really look at these before. Well, never mind. I guess not all of it's been archived. But anyway, what we're doing today is the spinny game. So the subpage for it is here. This download link works, but the file that I got from that did not work. So thankfully the file that's been archived on Cayman, which is the second link here, that one did work for me. So that's how I'm going to be playing it today. So there's some info on how the game works on this page and some screenshots and stuff. There's swinging and grappling, and it's all very Umihara Kawase. And there's a bit of info about the character and some of the things in there. Now my Japanese isn't great, so just pulled up a translation page for it. So I'm curious about the main character, Merill. The main character, her hobby is collecting durian, the king of fruits. Her special skill is flying freely through the air on a wire. So that's also the goal of each level, is to find all the durians there. There's also some subtleties about how the grapple works, but let's discover them by playing, shall we? If I get the right file. Oh, there's a README too. Looks like the same stuff that's on that webpage. Cool. All right, launching game, capturing window. Nice. That looks like it's working. Whoop. Just gonna make the screen a bit bigger. Curious about the help file. Okay, that didn't tell me much. Oh, this says it's 2007. So the file that I've got is date marked 2009. So I guess that was the original release and this is an update or something. Okay. I think, what does this do? It stretches it. I hate stretching. All right, I'm just going to relaunch it and make sure the aspect ratio is correct. And there isn't any sound yet. Oh, you can't. Whatever. So this is Merill Kururinchi. It's very stylized. All right. Oh, God. That's so loud. All right. Game start. Also, you can watch replays if you weren't convinced already that this is an Umihara Kawase-like. Okay. Oh, no D-pad support for a 2D game. Not my favorite, but okay. Yeah, so it shows you with a cursor where your hook is going to go, which is a nice feature. And there it is. Oh, and if you weren't convinced yet, this little climbing up animation is like straight out of Kawase playbook. And here's our first durian. Yatta! Clear. So cute. Love the style of this game. So I don't know how many levels are in this game, but I know that you only have 3 lives, and if you... Oh, this grapple is not stretchy. Yeah, if you lose all your lives, I think you have to start again, but there is the round select option on the main menu, which helps. How do you climb if it's not stretchy? I'm gonna have to think about this. Or just go up and around. Oh, and we can climb the meshes as well. Okay, so this is Super Mario World. Oh no! Oh, poor thing. Oh. The 3D kind of, oh, dang, perspective of the world is a bit like Shun on the PSX, which also layered 2D sprites on top. It's a good look, I think. And I like the parallax in the background with the clouds. Okay, can we just drop off? Might have to use the grapple there. So like this. Hang on a sec. You can grapple onto air. That's surprising. I didn't look too much into how the game works before starting this up today. Okay, so the level will immediately end as soon as you grab all the durians. Oh, what was that? Oh, if you don't input anything, it fades in a mini-map of the whole field over your current like view, which is an odd choice. So this is the heart and soul of the game, really, is the swinging. Max appreciating the music. Yeah, it's cute. So the replay option has disappeared for some reason, but here you can see we can select the round and it displays a model of that level there, which is very helpful. And yeah, we did get a new background. Oh yeah, Captain's comparing this to the ninja rope from Worms. And that's actually a good call. The ninja rope, you can change the length of it, but it's not bouncy stretchy the way that Umihara Kawase's is. This is our first enemy. They're very cute as well. Oh, they follow you. Okay. Let's just jump over. Okay. Yeah, the ninja rope from Worms is a really good call, actually. Oh. Yeah, if you can't reel it in, it's actually tricky to make those little adjustments the way you can in Kawase. Nice. We did it. This is good. I like how this feels to play. And the fact that you can grapple into nothing is really interesting. So the instructions on the website call this like an anchor or a... what do they call it? I'm not sure. Anchor was definitely used. But it's in the form of a clover, which is a cute touch. Oh, I love the gathering of momentum that you can do. Oh, that's a booster. Okay. Whee! Oh, careful. Yeah, this is great. It's obviously, you know, inspired by Umihara Kawase, but the subtleties of the physics movement systems make it feel very different to play, even though there's obviously similarities. Yeah, the fact that you can't reel it in, you really got to think differently about this. We can make it to this, surely. And you build your momentum by swinging up, and then... yeah. What? Why didn't I... oh, good. There's another one down here anyway. And yeah, really cute aesthetics too. The whole checkerboard platforms thing is something very much taken from Umihara Kawase, but we'll see what they do with it as it goes on, because there were other aesthetic things about that game or that game series. Can you not grab these in midair? You can, but you have to input after going near it. You can't just hold up. Okay. Oh, timer. Crap. My time's running out. I didn't even think about it. Oh gosh. Oh, how do I... yeah, okay. Oh god. Alright, so there's a few durians around. I wonder if we can see them on, like, the map. They're not on the mini-map, are they? Oh, they are! So green is me, and I guess the orange ones are the durians. That's tough. It's a lot. Let's go to the upper right corner first, and we'll do it after a reset so we have all our time. Yes. Made it. Cool, that feels good. Whoa! It was going so well. I'm really glad there's that level select. I found a long play of this online. It takes half an hour to clear if you're doing it perfectly and no deaths. So they spliced the footage on the long play. It's going to take me a little longer, obviously, but thanks to the level select, I don't have any worry about game overs just trapping me in a loop of pain. Oh! Ah, okay. The grapple can be kind of destroyed by certain things, it looks like. Damn, this is good. I'm glad I found out about this, because it's really a top shelf kind of example of this genre. You know, Umihara Kawase is such a strong game that it kind of created its own genre, and games that where the creator obviously loves it have a very distinct style to them. Another example like that doesn't just 100% copy the gameplay style is Gambare Natsuki-san, which is a game I would highly recommend. It's a little difficult to get it running, but I managed it eventually. Although it was also released on the Xbox 360, but I suppose that's moot now. That's been shut down. So yeah, I guess you can't get it that way anymore, which is kind of a bummer. That's like recent news, is that that generation of Xbox stuff is gone. So much for backwards compatibility and preservation, eh? Cute level. Gibbon saying, wire action is great. Wish there were more of them. Yeah. It's definitely still wire action, but one of the taglines used to promote the first Umihara Kawase on SNES, on Super Famicom, was rubbering action because of the rubbery physics of the grapple. And this is definitely not rubbering. It's also a weird thing to say in English, but yeah. But even without that, like I said, it's still got the feel. Okay. So grappling onto another surface is a good way to shorten the length of your rope, because otherwise it goes to its maximum length when you're grappling air. Yeah, like this. Nope. Yeah, I don't think you can buy any 360 games online anymore, Max. That's what I heard. I don't own any Xboxes after the original one. But it is a shame for the overall gaming hobby. There are some gems on arcade, yeah. Breaking news, yeah. I'm breaking this story, yeah. At least for some people. Yeah. Oh yeah. It does that little cross out over when you're hovering over the ice, so you can't grapple it. Yeah, well, what do you have in mind when you say that there are gems there? Because I'm curious to hear what your favorites on the platform are. I couldn't name one myself, but at least not one that's exclusive that I would have ever played. But at least like the rare games that were on there are now on Rare Replay. That's something, I suppose. When I say now, that was like, what, 10 years ago at this point? Because they launched it at the same time as Sea of Thieves, around that time. And that's 10 years old. Captain citing the hours that he spent on Geometry Wars. Oh yeah. Oops. Dang. I do that every time. Didn't Geometry Wars start as a minigame in Project Gotham Racing? Alright. We got all day for this. I don't mind taking some time. It's cool. Lucy is very fond of keflings. Oh, I feel like I've heard that before, but what is keflings? Yeah, there we go. Get over that spike. Grab that one. Oops! Oh, well, every time. Rascals, like Rascals but Skulls, and A Kingdom for Keflings are two arcade titles that come to Max's mind. They sound interesting, but I don't know what they are. I'm trying to summon something, but I don't know. Like I said, I never owned it, so whatever was on it that was like exclusive, I just might not even know about it. Rascals is like Mr. Driller crossed with Mario Kart. Oh, that's interesting. What? Okay, I phased into the wall. Good to know that Merill has that power. I like her sun hat. It's a very cute character design. Okay. Very funny campaign. Captain says the Xbox is the 360 is the only Xbox that he ever owned. The Xbox Zero is the only Xbox I ever owned. And it's the one with the most exclusives, I feel like, even though it's got a pretty small library. Some good rare stuff on that too, by the way. Grab by the Ghoulies. Conquer Live and Reloaded exists. Not my favorite version of Bad Fur Day, but it exists. Okay, I think you can gain height by doing this. Oh, I've lost it. There's got to be something over here. Yep. I'm running out of time. I think we want to go for that one first, using the momentum that we gain by climbing up. So I'll do that and then come back for the other ones. Or just jump off here, yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. And then we can clean up. That's great. Oops, why did that break? Oh, I think there's a sort of momentum thing. If you're falling too fast and you try to arrest your momentum with the chain, then that puts too much pressure on it and it breaks. How do I do this? Swing. Not too much. And then, yeah, nice. Ah! That's okay. Got plenty of retries. I like this. I like being able to select your level from the menu. Very friendly. Very unlike Umihara Kawase, which is just a pain in the ass to actually play through. You gotta like start at the start every time and go through certain doors, and there's different paths. The whole structure of that game I never got on with, really. Until, of course, Sayonara, the third game in this series, which does away with the whole thing and gives you a level select, like, screen on the map. Not a map, it's kind of a map. It's like a chart. I don't know. Anyway. I would recommend picking up the whole trilogy on Steam at some point. They go on sale a lot. And yeah, like Shun I think is the best balance of them, but it still has that same progression from the Super Famicom game. Sayonara is very good. And then of course there's Fresh. Yeah, see how it broke there? Oh god. Max saying, the genre seems interesting. Would you recommend Shun as a first foray? I think... So Shun has features that are good that the other ones don't, like shoulder button diagonal firing, which gives you a little bit more control. I really like, I think Fresh, which is the most recent like adventure game in the series, is maybe the most accessible because of the mechanics that it added in form of like being open world and free roaming and stuff, instead of just being built around really difficult challenge levels like most of the series is. But it's a little more expensive for one, so it's maybe harder to start with. So yeah, I'd say give Shun a go first. That'll give you a general idea of it. Shun's more polished than the Super Famicom game. And given saying that Shun has the aesthetic that she likes the most. Oh, hello. Got some lasers very quickly firing. Okay. And mesh everywhere. We barely need to use the grapple on this level, maybe. Gosh, that green one is a menace. Okay. I'll have to approach it now. Yay! Wait, did I go through some of those lasers? I don't know. Whatever. Meryl's stronger than she looks. Oh gosh. But yeah, even if you don't want to go with the Steam version, just, yeah, emulate the PlayStation version. Just to get an idea of it. Because it is, you know, it's not the most accessible game. It's got odd mechanics and you might not get on with it. Oh, cool. If you build up momentum with a swing, you can destroy enemies. That's nice. That's fun. Let's just check out the mini-map. Okay. We might want to go via altitude here. Whoops. Yeah, I messed up. Let's start again. All the phosphorus, yeah. Her phosphorus makes her strong. What is phosphorus even, like, used for? It's in phosphates, obviously. That's where I would encounter it the most. In my chemistry background. I think we had, at school we had elemental phosphorus in jars, I think. Not that we would have used it much. Oh, we destroyed each other. Fertilizer, yeah, it is in fertilizer. That would be phosphate form. It's like you want a little bit, but not too much. You get the phosphate test strips. We use those in school as well. Oops, yeah. because it's part of like soil and water testing to check that there's not too much. Nuts. Oh. Oh, maybe we use the chain to destroy enemies. Yeah, there we go. That's probably it. Merill's probably vulnerable, but the chain is the strong point. Okay, we can build up our momentum again. Oh, look at that. A killing machine, this Merill. Are these guys spawning in or what? Or are there just a lot of them? I like this level. Building up all the momentum and doing high flying swings. That's really fun. Okay. Oh god. This little girl is violent, yeah. She's secretly an assassin. Although speaking of secret lore is a big part of the Mihara Kawase series too. Like the undercurrent of dark themes that do not really appear in game at all, but you can read about some of the creators' intentions online. Okay. Like he had a website where he posted like the background of the character. She's a traveling sushi chef who has a family history of restaurant ownership, but she got amnesia and like worked for her mother without knowing it, and her sister died from eating improperly prepared fugu, I believe. Yeah, there's all this stuff. It's not important to the games. But then what's interesting is Fresh comes around. That, you know, much later sequel. And it has like real plot and cutscenes in the game, which is kind of a first for the series. And they sort of recontextualize parts of that backstory for the events of that game in interesting ways. And that might come up later in this stream, depending on how long this goes for. I've got another backup game that we might get to. A certain dairy-related title that we will have to visit an external location to access. Whoa, okay. That's the last one, I think. Let's get some momentum. Yeah. Yes! It doesn't take long to play the dairy game, so I'll probably do it at the end of this stream anyway. Okay, looks like we gotta go into the spike zone here. Should have checked the mini-map. Oops. Dangerous zone in the middle, yeah. 7 durians in there? Yikes. And you can't speed up this walk at all, apparently. Nuts. I can do this. Yeah, never mind. Just have a pleasant stroll. This game's super cute. It's too bad it's sort of disappeared. Even the Wayback Machine download didn't work for me. So I'm really glad that Cayman US had a copy of it there. So whatever error happened with the real download was not present on the Cayman sort of mirror of it. Okay. Oh god, yeah. How do you slow down without breaking your chain? That's what I gotta figure out. So I'm just looking at the UI now. We've got the time and stuff. I think I'm on field number 7. Oh, yeah, I gotta wait a bit longer for that so that I don't automatically spike myself. Oh no, that's course 10. So what's that number? I don't know. The one word to the right of the time says course record and then 0.0 because I haven't beaten this course yet, so it's going to save you best time there. I'm not good with kanji is basically my weakness here. Yeah, see, it broke. I need to go for a diagonal or a sideways swing, but then I might get in trouble. Danger. Nuts. Yeah, the hardcore Umihara Kawase fans don't really like Thrash, but I like it a lot. I like what it was going for, even if its execution is a bit clumsy. And then of course there's Bazooka, which is really fun and silly. Ah, nuts. It's really tight in there. Yes! Oh my god! I just wish it didn't take so long to get back there, but yeah, very tense once you get inside. Oh god. Yeah, I don't know about that. Waited too long to shoot my clover. I think I just need to try taking it slower. But you need to build up a bit of height to get back up for those. Come on. Bit of a difficulty spike this one, I suppose. I don't know how many courses there are in total. There is that long play, I could have checked that. I think I got the aspect ratio right. Yeah, it's fine. It looks okay. If it's stretched a bit, then I apologize. I think it probably is stretched a bit because you can arbitrarily change the 2 dimensions. It's unlikely I got to the same ratio as the original. Okay, we're gonna drop. Nuts, nuts, nuts. What do I know about phosphorus? Well, it's flammable, I believe. It's like the origin of words like phosphorescent, so I don't know if it's involved in luminescence. You get phosphor, like, filament, or yeah, like, in lights, right? We don't really use those lights anymore, I guess. Okay. Let's see if I can... I gotta do this, and then... If I just turn around and fire in the opposite direction, that should probably be enough to arrest my momentum. I think that should work. You gotta be quick on your fingers on this part. Nah. This death box looks impossibly hard. Good luck. Thank you. I'll get there. Thanks to infinite lives. The first two Umihara Kawase games also have a life system, which I don't like. Another reason why Sayonara is easier to get into. Whoa, that is a fun fact given. Phosphorus is the Greek version of the word Lucifer, which is Latin. That's really interesting. So, I guess the ancients thought that the element was devilish in some way, or something. I wonder what the alchemical symbol for phosphorus is. It must have one if it's that old. Okay. Oops! Didn't expect to die that early, but oh well. Needless to say, you can't select levels on the core select unless you've gotten to them already. So we need to beat this one to proceed. Okay. Yeah, I've lost height there. I could diagonal shoot back. Oh, this is not the devilish meaning given correcting me. The word means bringer of light. Lucifer was the angel of the morning star. So that's interesting. So that name maybe predates being applied to Satan the accuser. Dang it! I don't know the history of that lore. It's all made up. I need to be quicker about that. So yeah, it does have something to do with light. Phosphorescence and that. Oh, Satan and Lucifer are different? And Samael, all different angels. Alright, obviously you're better at this than me. They get conflated together in modern Christianity, yeah. A lot of stuff gets conflated. Okay, oh, there we go. This is the first time I've actually pulled off this thing I was trying to do. Okay. No. Oh god, oh god. That's true. You did train to be a pastor at some point. Oh! Nuts! Yeah, I never really learned much about angelology. It's not really in the Bible so much. Oh, Max was butt clenching. Well, please don't. Ah. I wouldn't want you to have any butt distress on my account. Okay. Yay! I did it! We're through the hell zone. Okay. Oh, big level 1 durian. Nice. Blame the King James translation. Yeah, we can blame that for a lot of stuff that persists to the modern day, even the stuff that's like blatant misconceptions and stuff still just carries on. It's a real shame. My butt distresses where it pleases. Good to know. Okay, let's do this. Yeah. Stone Cold Killer. Thank you. Yeah, that was pretty hard, but I did it. There are many levels in all 3 classic Umihara Kawase games that I've never completed. They are just too hard and too difficult to get to in the first place. And I have no shame in that. It's an extremely hard game, if you're not just doing like the most critical path to get to an ending. I don't know what to do about all this. There's too many of them. Ooh, bounce, bounce. Yeah. Sneaky. Hopefully they'll leave me alone in phase 3 down there. If I can get them trapped. Did they ever try making a game like this in 3D space, I wonder? Oh, Q Gibbon telling the Densen story, but I could try and tell it too. Oh, good to know this, actually. Yeah, so I saw all that ice. We're going to have very specific grapple points in the bottom area. Okay, let's go. Yeah, so in the PS2 era, there was a game in development from the Umihara Kawase studio called Densen. It wasn't exactly the same as Umihara Kawase in 3D, but it had some similarities. It was mostly like you're holding a coat hanger and like riding around on power lines. But it had a similar kind of feel to it, and yeah, I don't know. It's hard to describe, and the game never came out, but it is really interesting in how it influenced so many other developers at the time, because they saw it at trade shows and stuff and were like, wow, this gives me ideas and stuff. So that prototype like inspired the creation of Eco, for example, or in part. Given saying it had the same spirit. It was a different take on wire action. This is true. Yeah, take that, you nasty little creature. Yeah, both the coat hanger and the power lines are wires. But since you're riding on like rails, I guess, it didn't have that same freedom to it. I think one of the strengths of the Densen prototype was the setting. I don't know about these lasers, they never seem to hurt me. Okay, there we go. Finally one got through my hitbox. It was sort of a surreal urban environment that was all twisted and stuff. It was pretty interesting in that way. That's my favorite part of it. Think like the Psychonauts level where you're in the suburbs, but you can ride around on wires and stuff. And it has like, yeah, that kind of movement tech idea. Okay, I was worried about what was at the bottom of that shaft, but we made it. This is going to be harder. Yeah, take that. It's pretty forgiving with your hitbox. And it's easy to gain height, unlike in Umihara Kawase. Okay. Yep. Oh god. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen eventually. There was a show floor demo. Oh yeah, that's the other one. So Gibbon's saying that it was cited, it's been cited, so we know this for sure, as a direct inspiration on Eco and Katamari Damacy, which is two huge names of the PS2 era. Whoopsie. So yeah, real shame it never got released. Ooh, okay. But if you want 3D grappling games, Bionic Commando 2009. I don't know. I haven't played that. It's in my Steam library. But yeah, there have been indie games that experiment with this kind of thing in 3D for sure. I cannot think of any right now, but I'm sure they exist. Nuts. I guess Doom Eternal has those like super shotgun swinging points that you can swing around on. I don't know. Yeah, Gibbon also is mentioning Bionic Commando as a sister series to Umihara Kawase. I did play a couple of those. I played the Game Boy Color one on stream at one point. Nuts. She's also talking about there's a futuristic ninja game that also cites Umihara as an influence that is sort of a more direct 3D take on the UK formula, and I can't for the life of me remember the name of it right now. Relatable, and if you do think of it, let me know, because I would like to try that. Although, if there's one thing in video games that is more overused than zombies, it's ninjas. Am I right? Okay. I lost some time there. Oh my god. Oh boy. Okay, that was close. I haven't tried if I can jump out of a swing, but oh, nuts. I was very close there. Let's try that. You can't, but you can easily get enough momentum to gain more to fight. In fact, I could probably skip some of these and not do a genocide run. Oh. Well, that's the problem with that. Yeah, grappling is a really interesting gameplay mechanic, but it can be hard to get right, especially in 3D. Like, on the Umihara Kawase Discord, we were talking about Rusted Moss when it came out, and ultimately, I think the consensus from people was that the grappling in it was pretty disappointing. So yeah, there's lots of games that try it or have it as like a side mechanic or just something that you incidentally do. Like I heard recently that Tomba on the PlayStation 1, you know, has a grapple mechanic, but in a lot of cases it's not really the main point of the game like it is in Umihara Kawase. And to be in Umihara Kawase, like, you need to have a focus on atmosphere, but you also need grappling to be the main point of it, you know. And if it's just a side thing and your main thing is like shooting people and killing them, it's less interesting to me. Which is part of the reason I'm less interested in Bionic Commando. Also, the grappling in it isn't very deep. Like, it exists, but I don't think it's mechanically interesting. Oh, nuts! Given saying, grapple swinging in 3D is always going to be compared to Spider-Man, even though I don't actually care much for the big open-world Spider-Man games. Yeah. How much do they use, like, web slinging as a mechanic and not just a way to get around? Like, my impression of Spider-Man games is, for the most part, the grappling just happens automatically and you just move through the air. Although I think the new one, Insomniac's one, might be a little more mechanically involved in that. But yeah, it's certainly, because there's been a lot of Spider-Man games, it's an obvious point of comparison, but how often has it been done really well in a Spider-Man game is something I don't know. I've been meaning to play the Edge of... what's it called? Shattered Dimensions and Edge of Time are the two Spider-Man games from the PS3 generation that were like written by Peter David and involve 2099 and stuff. Sort of like pre-Spider-Verse stuff. So yeah, I'll play those at some point. The DS one is a Metroidvania. But then the second game was released on 3DS, and I think it's just a cut-down version of the console game. Nuts! I'm doing worse on this the more I play it, it's because I'm trying to cut corners. I think surviving these is just about getting the right timing down, but it's easy to slip up. Nuts! That was so close. Those two are Gibbon's favorites for 2099 reasons. There's probably a 2099 costume in Insomniac's game, but that's not the same as having Miguel in the plot, obviously. I'm gonna check the long play. Oh no, it's spelt in Japanese. I just want to see how many levels there are in this game. Full playthrough. Yeah, it says here created in 2007. So skipping to the end, the number in the lower right is 30. Okay, good to know. So it's 30 levels in total. We've got a fair way to go. That's okay. Oops, I forgot the controls. Okay, cool, we're back. Maybe I should change them so it's more comfortable on the controller. Well, not change them, but like map something in Joy to key. So X, I just need to map X and then we'll be sweet. Okay, create Merill and put this on to X. Okay. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Maybe I should do D-pad as well, since it's only an 8-directional cursor. Arrow keys. Okay, we'll do that. So, okay, that should be a little more comfortable for me. Oh yeah, let's go. No! The analog stick might help with swinging though. Nuts. I always like to play 2D games with D-pad. It's more comfortable. Especially sprite-based ones. Oh yeah, this is going much better. Okay, oops. Just swing back. Yeah, baby. Whee! Now, do I need to be worried about time? Ooh! Doing okay so far. Yeah, time's not an issue. Unless we're really dawdling. Oh no, we were so close. That was the last row of spikies. I think these things have a name. Alright, hold on, I gotta put you on pause again to check the name. Oh yeah, enemy number 1 and enemy number 2. Never mind. These are enemy number 2, by the way. Oh! Oof. Yeah, iconic names. They're gonna enter the hallowed halls of history. Video game lore. We should give them a name. How about... I can only think of extremely crude and horrible names for them. How about Little Sunshine? Whee! Oops. Oh, Gibbon's doing a search for 3D wire action games and getting results for Attack on Titan. Ooh. No thanks. Those are games with grapples, to be fair. I'm not sure how they work in that game, but... yeah, probably best to avoid that one. Number 1 and number 2, obviously, Max is suggesting we call them Pee-Pee and Poo-Poo. I like it. Very Japanese names. Pee-Pee and Poo-Poo. Very Kirby names. I don't know if it was part of the Japanese lore, but there's a Kirby manga series called The Story of DDD Who Lives in Poo Poo Poo. You got Lolo and Lala, who became Lolo and Lala. I think you're right. Clefairy and Clefable called P and Pee-Pee. I think it's Pip-Pee instead rather than Pee-Pee. Subtle difference, I know, but yeah. But I believe you're right about that. Okay. Part 1 done. So then what did they call Cleffa in Japanese? Maybe it was Pippi and Pippi and then P. Oh god. And of course Jigglypuff is called Puddin, which is also their word for pudding. I don't know what Wigglytuff is called, or Igglybuff for that matter. Keeping the grappling close to them is good because the chain cancels out their projectiles. There we go. Maybe I should always be doing double swings. You get so much momentum out of it. Like so. No, that crap! Okay. Whee! Oh god. Easy to get out of control. This might take a while. What's the time? Depends on how the difficulty curve goes, I guess. Oh god, but I'd be open to doing another stream of this if I had to. Ah, it's P, Pippi, and Pixie for Cleffa, Clefairy, and Clefable. Interesting. And obviously, you know, Cleffa came later, so I have to work backwards. Okay. No! Why? This is so hard. But not in the way that Umihara Kawase is hard. No! Okay. Okay. That went well. Max has some great advice in the chat. You should try avoiding the lasers. I think they're what keeps killing you. Wow, that's so profound. And also, it's something that I never would have thought of, so yeah, thank you so much. Damn it! I didn't take Max's advice. I thought I knew better. I thought I could actually solve the level by running myself into a laser, but it turns out I was wrong. I should never doubt Max's wisdom. Max claiming he's a valued member of this audience when he doesn't even subscribe to my channel. SMH, my head. He's guaranteeing that the run that I avoid the lasers is the run that I win, so we'll see who has the last laugh. Yes, to be fair, I don't subscribe to Max either, so... Although, when's the last time you streamed, Max? I miss your streams. Ugh! Yeah. But, like, it's totally fine if you want to do other things. I'm just saying. Ugh. That I appreciate you. Alright, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. With these ones, we do want to go back and forth because of the wider spray of lasers. It's when we get to the two at once that things really get annoying. It has been a while, but Max hopes to be back soon. Oh, cool. Well, I'm sure I'll hear about it in your server. Looking forward to it. I don't know if you still play DBD, but did you hear about the Castlevania collaboration? I'm surprised it hasn't been mentioned on your server. Okay. But maybe everybody is sick of DBD but at this point. I don't know. Oops. Yeah, I guess there was other people on the server who are the real hardcore DVDs. It's not going to get Max back into it, apparently. Okay. Yeah, I never played it myself. I did play Dead Souls because it added Castlevania stuff, but that doesn't mean I'm going to play DBD because of it. Not my cup of tea at all. Damn. I don't really play any horror-themed games. I had the opportunity to play Resident Evil 4 last month and I did not take it. I don't want to be scared. Yeah, Dead Cells Castlevania stuff is very good. Getting all of the DLC in the game is actually quite expensive. There's a lot of it. But I played the Apple Arcade version, which has everything included, even the Castlevania stuff, which is nice. Because Vampire Survivors just came out on Apple Arcade, and it doesn't have any of the crossover DLC. That being the... what's it called? The stupid space game that everybody plays. Among Us? It's got an Among Us collaboration and a Contra collaboration. But neither of those are included in the Apple Arcade release. No! Yeah, too much gore, that's part of it. Also, the tension, I just can't take it. I'm a fraidy cat. Nuts. It's just so random, like... trying to avoid that, because you kind of... I guess the way I'm playing is I'm sort of locking myself into certain swings, so I guess I need to be more adaptable. Yeah? Okay. I gotta wonder if the difficulty curve continues. Oh god. If the later levels just keep getting more and more tricky, then we could be here a long time, frankly. So maybe I shouldn't endeavor to beat the whole game, because if we're just stuck on the same levels over and over again, like, I'm at peace with not having completed any of the classic Umihara Kawase games, so I could easily bring myself to be okay with not completing this one either. Okay. Max has a theory. He says, I have to imagine, like most video games, the level gets simpler as you go on. Okay, I get it. But this is like a no-name indie game. Who knows what the difficulty progression could be like. I've played games where, you know, for one reason or another there's a roadblock, and then once you pass it, then there's less hard levels after it. I don't know. Ideally, it never happens, but it could happen. Oh, that was so close. I felt I was going to die for sure. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. No! Don't kill me! Ah, what did I just say? I told you not to kill me and you still did it. This game's so rude. I asked nicely. Did I ask nicely? Maybe I should have been more polite. Like doing the full revolution. Build up and release sort of game design that you see a bit nowadays. Interesting point, yeah. But yeah, I don't know if that's a new thing. This is a 2007 game after all. What was coming out in 2007? Oh, bugger. That was the 360 years. For that time period, this game is very colourful. Ah, nuts. See, that's the problem with trying for the full revolution. Let's just do this. Okay. Thud. Oh yeah, 17-year-olds. That's a good joke. Sorry, I didn't laugh. I acknowledge it though. Ah, no. I don't want to be stuck on this level for an hour. Yeah. Okay, cool, we're done. That part. Let's go. I almost ran into her just on the ground. No! Okay. You know what? I need water. Yeah, I was aiming to catch that laser with my face, and I did it, so, you know, it's a real gamer moment for me. Crap. Okay, should we talk about Sonic? Just to fill time here, I can tell you about what I've been playing recently. So, I just finished playing Sonic Forces, and I really liked it. It's a great game. So many people online just say that it's boring and bad, and I do not understand this at all, because I had a great time with it. Like, by now I'm sort of accustomed to the fact that my Sonic the Hedgehog opinions are, like, directly opposite of the mainstream opinions. Max has the anti-Sonic bias. Not interested at all. Well, come back in 5 minutes. Gibbon says that she's glad I had a great time with Sonic Forces because she didn't. Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry to hear it. That's a game that has a grapple in 3D, although, yeah, again, it's like that contextual kind of grapple. You don't really have grapple swinging mechanics to it. Max is a Sonic disliker, but happy to listen. Well, what I don't get is the Sonic fans. Nuts. And all you ever seem to hear from Sonic fans is how this game or that game sucks, right? Every Sonic game seems to be divisive or disliked. And so I'm sitting here wondering, what are the good Sonic games? What do people like? Although I do know the answer to that question. People like the old games, and they don't like the new games, generally speaking, at least the people I've spoken to. They're either Mega Drive stands or they're like adventure stands. And I've tried both of those types of games. And I don't like either of them really at all. My favorite Sonic game is Sonic Rush and Rush Adventure. And my favorite 3D game now is Forces. Prior to this, what would have been my favorite? I don't know. I haven't played many 3D Sonic games. They're probably Generations, I guess. Ooh. But yeah, like, to me, Forces is like a more fun Generations. It's got more things to do and more reasons to do them. It's got the customizable character, which is a really cool idea, even if it's could have been, you know, executed better. The customization options are not as extensive as they could have been, that kind of thing. What? That came out of nowhere. Arg. Max sort of liked Generations. It had good spectacle and soundtrack. Well, if you like spectacle and soundtrack, Forces is like, in my opinion, like 10 times better than Generations. I love the soundtrack in Forces. It's so good. Like, I already know of Tomoya Otani from Unleashed, which I heard some of the Unleashed soundtrack in, like, Brawl and Generations. Like, Rooftop Run or whatever it's called. Great, great song. Forces is, like, just a lot more of that, and also other genres. I'm sure Unleashed has other genres. I'll get to playing it eventually, but, yeah, like, I've been listening to the Forces soundtrack outside of the game at work, which is a compliment coming from me to like seek out the soundtrack on my own time and listen to it. It's a very strong part of that game. And the spectacle, I think, is done very well in Forces as well, because there's a lot of cool set pieces and stuff. Okay. Gibbon has a thought about which Sonic games she likes. She says she likes most of them, honestly. There's very few that she outright dislikes. Doesn't even dislike Forces per se. I just found the level design boring and boss fights. The level design and boss fights very boring, she says. The custom character stuff was really fun though. Yeah, that's well put. Like I said, I'm not that experienced with the Sonic games, so comparing them is difficult for me, but I found the levels were quite fun to play through. The bosses weren't all great, but I could admit that Forces has flaws. It has many flaws, but I had a lot of fun with it. And so far, it's the one 3D Sonic game that I've liked the most. And I think it gets too harsh of a rating from most people. And yeah, I just haven't seen anyone who likes it the way I do, which is interesting to me. Oh, Max is bringing up the movies, something Sonic related that he genuinely enjoys. I haven't seen the movies. I recently played the Sonic Boom games, which is another one that I think gets too harsh a critique. I think they're all pretty good, especially the 3DS ones, which nobody really talks about. But the show, the Sonic Boom show, is genuinely really funny and good, and I like it a lot. Which is not an unpopular opinion. I've seen other people praising the show before. But having just like binge watched the entire thing, I had a great time with it. And like, too much Sonic stuff is trying to be serious and like utterly failing. Having a show that's just an outright comedy worked really well. Oh my god, I did it! Finally! Yes! We've escaped! Oh, this is a nice little atmosphere here. New music track and new background. Love it. Alright, we don't have to talk about Sonic anymore. Oops. Given saying that she thinks part of the harshness on Forces was because it was billed as a successor to Generations, which I know you don't care for, but was pretty universally beloved. If they'd come out in the other order, I'm sure Forces would be much better regarded. Well, I do like Generations. Prior to Forces, it would have been my favorite 3D Sonic game. But, like, maybe part of it is I don't have the nostalgia, because it was a big nostalgia fest. I think it does play well, and I think it's pretty good, but yeah, I think my thought is just that whatever Generations did, Forces did better, and that is an unpopular opinion. But what I'm playing now is Sonic 06, because I was like, for this reason, I don't have much experience with the 3D Sonic games, and I should play more of them. So let's start with the one that everybody universally agrees is awful, to give myself real perspective on what a bad Sonic game actually is. And hoo boy, is it bad. I said this on Discord earlier. The people, you know, the proverbial people are wrong about Forces, but they are right about Sonic 06. It is a mess. Nuts. Like, I've had 2 long sessions with it now, and I just always come away shaking my head and going like, how did this get released? It's frankly embarrassing for Sega. Should I get that one at the top first? Yeah, because I think that end bit is kind of a death trap. So why don't we go up top first? Given says, I know my ex-wife really loved me because she went through Sonic 06 and Shadow the Hedgehog to completion with me. Wow. Good on her. Yeah, I think I'm gonna skip Shadow and Heroes. Everything I hear about Heroes doesn't sound great to me. I've played Adventure on this stream before, and what I played on the stream was kind of enough for me. I don't really feel like going through every story in that game. I kind of got the measure of it, and yeah, it's not really my thing. And Adventure 2 and Shadow are kind of more of the same, and Heroes is similar from what I understand. But also like really janky. Nuts. You've been saying, I really feel for the devs on 06. They were clearly trying to do their best, but Sega imposed a hard deadline because of the anniversary and wouldn't budge despite the game's state. Yeah, that's the main problem. Like, I would never blame the devs in that situation, or most situations where a game comes out bad is the publisher's fault, categorically. Like, and it's gonna be really hard to get up there. There's probably a way to do it later on. Yeah, maybe? I'm not sure about this. Because, yeah, like, Sonic 06 is unfinished. It is an unfinished game that they released in an unfinished state. And that's why I say it's embarrassing for Sega for this to be the product they released, because it's borderline unplayable. Like, it's not a video game, it's a tech demo or something. I don't know. That... How do you get up there? Maybe going up on the left is going to be easier, and then you come down through there and around. Let's try that. Like, I guess the cutscenes are finished in 06, right? Although that's not a good thing. The story in the game and the dialogue are really terrible and awkward. Just any scene with Sonic and Elise in it is so cringeworthy, like... Okay. Yeah, there we go. So what do we do from here? Yeah, and then fall down through there. That's safer, it's gotta be. No! Yeah, that's the way to do it. We have a plan. I've heard about a mod or like a fan project, Project 06, to remake Sonic 06. Like, quote unquote, the way it was intended. But the way, the state it's in now, yeah, that's the problem. They have like most of the levels done, I think, but not the story, cutscenes, hub, missions, any of that stuff. And like, that's not a game. So I don't think it's a good way to play the game as a game right now. And that's what I wanted to do. I'm also playing the PS3 version, which I think is supposed to be the least stable one. But it's what I've got. So, yep. But yeah, I am not having a good time. The boss fights are particularly bad. Okay, cool. No! Yeah, Project 06 is not done yet, apparently. Actually, one of the reasons I wanted to play 06 is because Blaze is in it, and even playable in it. Blaze is my favorite Sonic the Hedgehog character. No! Even though, like, 06 kind of ignores her story, which is really dumb. There was some weird retconning going on in the series at that time. Nope. There's a way to do this. Maybe this will work. Oh, I let go too soon. 360 version with the data install is the best way to play the original. I imagine that would help with load times. Was there a PC release at the time? I wonder if there's a modded version, you know, outside of Project 06 that improves it, the basic experience of it. They charged for the data install as it came with the DLC. Good lord. And again, this is another thing that you wouldn't be able to get anymore with the 360 store going down. You can't play the best version of Sonic 06 anymore, apparently. But yeah, the DLC. I forgot there was DLC. What is the DLC? I don't think it's anything I have to bother with, is it? It's like, there's no story stuff in the DLC. I think it's just like challenge levels or something. A boss rush, maybe? Back when DLC was early and they didn't know how to make it compelling. I don't know. What am I doing wrong here? Too far to the right? Yeah, there we go. Gotta figure out the placement on this one. So, if you swing too far left, you bonk and then you lose your momentum. So, that was perfect. Okay. Do a swing through here and then... No! I'll get it. So basically I'm suffering through Sonic 06. Hope to be done with it sooner rather than later. But then I'm not sure what to do next, whether to go to Unleashed or Secret Rings. But yeah, I've got plenty of time to decide that. No, that might have made it. Okay, this is definitely the way to do this level. Trying to climb through this spike hell would have been miserable. So, glad I found the alternate way. Yes! Yes! Yes, we're doing it. We're doing it. No! Crap. Gibbon saying she unironically loves secret rings. Yeah, I know my friend Laura does too. So, yeah, I'll play both it and Unleashed, and of course both versions of Unleashed. At some point. I just don't know which one to do first. Maybe I'll do Secret Rings and Black Knight, then both versions of Unleashed, then... what was next? I'm not going to play Colors, I'm not going to bother. Dang. But I do want to play Lost World, because one thing I did do last year was play all the Dimps 2D Sonic games. There's about a dozen of them. And yeah, I had a good time with that. But Dimps also did the Wii and PS2 versions of Unleashed and the 3DS version of Lost World. So my Dimps playthrough is unfinished, although my Dimps 2D playthrough is finished. Yeah! No! Oh yeah, true. There are more than two versions of Unleashed. There's two main versions, like the HD console one and the SD console one. I have played the other versions on stream while I was doing the 2D Dimpsathon, because the 2D versions of Unleashed, which were released on various mobile phone models, use kind of Dimps-like mechanics for the 2D stuff. So yeah, there's at least 3 sort of main versions of the mobile 2D version of Unleashed, and I played them all already, so yeah. What other versions of Unleashed are there? Like, obviously the Wii one has some motion control, the PS2 one doesn't, but they're the same core game underneath that, I believe. There was an animated OVA based on Unleashed, I guess. Dope. Wait. Nope. Yeah, just gotta be a little careful. No! Okay. Okay. So yeah, there's a fair bit of 3D Sonic that is in my backlog, but thinking about it all at once is kind of daunting, so I'm just going step by step. So I think, yeah, storybook games next, probably. Oh, I almost pulled that off. And then I need to decide when I'm gonna play Chronicles and Riders and R. It all starts to get a bit much. When you've played so few Sonic games and there's so many that you kind of want to play, it can be overwhelming. Okay. This is scary. Talking about horror games. No! Dang it. See, it went diagonal when I was trying to do straight up, and that would have worked. So the Wii and PS2 versions of Unleashed are mostly the same, says Goen, and the 360 and PS3 versions are mostly the same, but there's more minor differences from console to console. Well, there's more minor differences from console to console. Again, 360 probably the best HD version, so it runs at a more consistent frame rate and has less bugs. Well, again, PS3 version is what I have, so I'm gonna have to play that version, whether or not it's better. Ooh! Couldn't tell you which of the SD ones is better. I'm trying to remember if I own both. I think I only have the Wii version, but you can play it with a classic controller if you want to skip the waggle, so it's probably fine. But yeah, specifically Dimps made the daytime stages in Unleashed SD. Don't know who did the nighttime versions, I'll find out eventually. But I think that might have been their first 3D game, or a 3D Sonic game at least. So it should be interesting. I think that Unleashed is the first 3D Sonic game that has the boost, which is kind of a mechanic that Dimps invented for Rush. So that's kind of interesting, but I might be wrong about that in terms of the order of things. Nuts. But yeah, Sonic fans don't like the boost, so whatever. The SD versions have 30% less daytime levels, huh? And while the soundtrack is great, you're going to spend an overwhelming majority of the game listening to the one nighttime battle track. Yeah, I've heard this. That the nighttime stages are a drag, but having one battle track is kind of a drag. That's gonna suck. Oh well. That's a problem for future Milo. Present Milo's problem is 06 and being miserable. Okay. What's the best way to gain height safely here? I think just this, doing little swings and then going vertical. Crap, I did it again. No joke, the nighttime stages play like God of War with finicky platforming. Yikes. Why did God of War just like take over in that era? So many games were trying to be God of War. And doing it badly. I don't even know if God of War is good. I played one God of War clone on the Xbox Zero. It was set in like ancient Rome or something, I don't know. Oh my god, I'm so scared. They're not horrible per se, there's just so many of them. Yeah. Oh, is that safe? Oh god. Hey. Okay. Just be careful, we've got 50 seconds. Gimme. Yay, we did it! Another level clear. I'm almost halfway through the game. Okay, this looks like a pretty simple gain height level. Oh no, ice. Oh no, spikes. Here we go. Oh, how does this work? This is interesting. Oh, only 3 spikes. Okay, I get it. This is kind of cool. Thank you, thank you. Ah, yeah. Too much speed there breaks your chain. Okay. This seems doable, probably. No! This might be harder than I thought. Oh, the counter is the number of durians remaining. I didn't even notice that until just now. The one in the upper left there. Nope, that was a mistake. Yep, okay. Oh, you know what else I've been doing lately, Gibbon? Because you posted about getting a copy of the Thorn compilation, Jeff Smith's Thorn. So I started reading. I have an old, like, fan-made collection of strips, because this was the first time they'd really been collected and released, was this book that you got. But yeah, I had this old fan-made collection, and I've been reading that, and it's really interesting. As a fan of Bone, seeing the original strip that preceded it, and how much of it is like one-to-one directly reused in Bone is really interesting. But yeah, it's enjoyable. I'm more looking forward to rereading Bone itself after I'm finished with the Thorn compilation. Is this your first time reading Thorn as well? Nuts. It's sort of like a prototype for Bone, for those who don't know. Bone, very famous indie comic. Started as a series of one-off strips in Jeff Smith's university newspaper. More comedic, more fourth wall breaking in that early iteration. Oops. Bone by way of Bloom County is how Gibbon describes it. I don't know what Bloom County is, but I'm sure that's accurate. Yeah, I gotta get the full speed up. She says she's read a bit, just stuff found online, but there's so much more of it than I expected. Yeah, the compilation I'm reading is like 400 pages long. And they say they're not even sure if that's all of it, because the archives that are on the Lantern's website are incomplete of the newspaper itself. So they're not sure if all the strips had been properly archived. Nuts, I let go too soon. So yeah, I'm curious if this new book collection that you have is more comprehensive than this fan-made one that I have. Also, at one point, there's a strip where Phonebone is like morphing his face into different shapes, and one of them is Mickey Mouse, and I wonder if that's a problem for printing the strips in an official collection, that kind of thing. It's probably fine, it's just a short little parody, but you never know with Disney. Dang. This new collection is the first time the whole thing has been put to print. There were 2 prior collections, but they weren't complete. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. No! I didn't build up that speed first. Oh yeah, I should credit the creator of this game, because their name is coming up there on the splash screen, but I never really said it, did I? Well, I haven't memorized it, so I'm just going to go to that website. What does it say here? Who made you? Sasakoge. Sasakoge. Yeah, okay. Sasakoge. There you go. That's their name. Oh, that's true. Mickey is public domain now. So, yeah. Phonebone just morphed into Steamboat Willie briefly. I like the idea of this, but 28 durians might be a bit much. I don't know. Means you got to do a lot of swings in a row without making a mistake, and that's an issue. Oh god. Okay, 14 left. That's half, I think. At least we got a new music track, and it's nice. Okay. Oops, yeah, bonk. No. Gotta get the full swing off, yeah! 3. 1. Ah, we'll get there. I like that, you know, I talked about the difficulty curve earlier. I like that they're trying different ideas, and that's the kind of thing that can make a difficulty curve uneven. Like maybe a later level is easier than an earlier one because it's a different kind of challenge, maybe one that your own skills are better suited to, or that you find is not as tricky to work around. Or it's just experimenting with the mechanics in a different way, rather than just being more harder in a mechanical way. Yeah, okay. I could probably keep most of that momentum and just swing back if I really tried. Nope. Given saying, I think I'll read Bone again after. And for the other follow-ups, I've read the Rat Tales volume before. Stories written by other comic authors. And Rose, the prequel about Granny and her sister when they were younger. But there's a few comics that have been put out since that I haven't read, plus those novels. Yeah, that's what I found too. I've read it all. I haven't read Rose. Haven't read Tall Tales. So there's Tall Tales and there's more Tall Tales. Haven't read either of them. And yeah, the novels, like you say, they're like short novels and have a lot of illustrations, which is interesting. I assume they're set after the rest of the series. But yeah, a lot of that stuff is either with the involvement of other people or just by other people with Jeff Smith's signing off on it. But he's passed away now, unfortunately, I believe. Okay. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Oh, okay. Very close. If I can just keep the speed and then shoot the clover straight horizontally, I can convert a lot of that into horizontal. Like this, and then like this. A bit too low. Oh, I'm out of time? Oh my god. That's rough. 2 minutes seems like enough, but then I guess not. See, now I'm trying to rush it, and then I don't get enough speed. Nuts. The novels are set years after in a more sort of in the same world story. It tells a tale of another group of characters. Yeah. Okay. The next generation of bone. Nuts. Did you ever play the Telltale games, Gibbon? I've heard like Dustin and Mitchell talk about them, obviously, because they did a podcast that covered every Telltale games video game, which includes the 2 episodes of Bone Adventure game that they made. But I've never played them. Oh, really? Although I think the only Telltale game I have played is the Strong Bad one, which is very good. No! Ugh. I was too far left and I tried to do the horizontal trick and just ran into that ice. And now I've lost a lot of time and there's 17 durians left. Why durians? Are they really the king of fruit? Oh. Nuts. Ah, you have played those games. Oh, Jeff Smith's still alive. Oh, my bad. Sorry. I eulogized him too soon. His health took a turn for the worse for a bit, but he recovered and spends a lot of time with doctors now. Oh, okay. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, my apologies for that, getting that wrong, but yeah, sad to hear about his health. Whoa, okay. Trying to figure out if it's quicker to do... Oh, that was really close. To do like these single swings to gain height, or to spend the time to swing around like that. It gets more height, but does it take more time? I'm not sure. Oh, this is good. We're going very well this time. A minute left and only 5 durians to go. No! Yes! So good. Okay. Yes! The triumph! Whoa! Okay, 15. We clear this, we're in the halfway point. We're in the halfway point, yeah, right, whatever. Yay! Yay, crab jam. Oof. And a new music track and a new background too. Love it. You love to see it. What am I doing? Okay. Let's try this. Get the speed over there and then... Woo! Yeah, cool. I can't believe I did that. Alright, let's go right. Let's see what's over there. Ooh. I should be able to... Nope. Ah, spikes. It's like seeing the shards of broken glass in any Kawase game. They do tend to use a lot of them later on. No, bad. Let's do this. Yeah, it's getting the spacing right with the rigid chain. It's an interesting challenge. Okay. Ooh, okay. Yeah. 3 left. And I know where they all are. Oops. No! Alright, this one won't be too bad. Again, a different type of level to other ones. Which is always interesting. Hey, we skipped it. Ah! Oh, I can't believe I made that. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hey, okay. Thud, thud, thud. Hey, okay, 1 left. Doing very well. There might be spikes down there. Am I gonna thud? Oh, I did, but almost made it. Nope. Yeah! Getting a good swing off feels so good. That's the same in Umehara Kawase, but it's easier to do in this game. Oh no! Not these guys! So this is just a mesh climbing level. Although we should be able to defeat those. Like so. Yeah, there we go. It's gonna be hard to get one at ground level. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure where all the durians are. I'm gonna be honest, I've never eaten a durian, and I don't think I've even smelled one. They're legendarily stinky, but I don't know what they smell like, actually. I might have had a durian lolly. Wow, that wasn't too bad. See? Some levels you get stuck on for half an hour, sometimes you do them second try. Whoa! They smell like rotting trash, says Gibbon. But if you bake them, they smell divine. Interesting. Kind of like fish sauce. It's kind of made from rotting fish and smells like it, but cook with it and it's lovely. Ooh, this one is going to be a hard one, I can already tell. 13 durians. Nuts. Durian ice cream. Very strong flavor. That sounds interesting. Ah. The spikes. They're a problem. Okay. Yeah. That whole momentum mechanic is just a killer. Oh, really? Yeah, and you can't lose it at all in this level because there's a bed of spikes under the whole stage. Hey, there we go. No! How are we going to do this? Do the top 3 layers before the bottom 3, I think. It's probably smart. Ugh. Yeah. No! It was going well. Damn. Can't be too forceful. Except on the bots. Ban them, ban them, ban them. can't do that from the computer. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is good. That was borderline. Okay. Oh yeah, and we gotta get the ones on the corners too. Wonder if there's more. Yeah. There is one there. But I got it! Oh my gosh, this is going so well. And I got that thing. Okay, okay. Oh my god. Yes. It respawned. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I did that. That was incredible. I'm such a gamer. Okay, Ben. Thank you. Yeah. Oops. Level 18. Can we actually do this? We'll see. Don't like how many spikies there are in this level. Oh, we gotta name these enemies too. These ones are pomelo drops. Whoops. Since durians are a theme, I'm gonna name these after fruit too. Pomelos are orange colour, aren't they? Oh, really? Maybe we can call them Satsumas. They're always talking about Satsumas. British people, I mean. I've been watching Taskmaster a lot. They come up every now and then, and I was like, what is a Satsuma? We don't have them here, but we do. We just call them mandarins. They're a small orange citrus fruit. Yeah, take that. You deserve it, you little Satsuma buggers. Ha ha ha. No. Stay away. Oh! Okay. The fun thing is, these levels are often quite open, so you can do them in a different order. Yeah. Taskmaster is very funny, by the way. I've watched the New Zealand version and the Australian version, and almost all the UK version. There's a lot of it. They do like 2 or 3 series per year or something. But I guess a lot of British panel shows just run for a long, long time. They don't have the kind of format that this does though, I guess. Okay. Go away, Satsumas. So then the laser ones, I guess we can call them, there were yellow ones. I don't want to just call them lemons. Let's be more creative. Grapefruits, I guess. And the purple ones. Is there a purple citrus fruit? Maybe a melon? Grapes is the obvious. Oh god. I can't believe I weaved through that. Nonsense. Oopsie. Hey boys. Oh, how do I do this? Okay, go up and then swing through. Yeah! They're all going to respawn, of course. 4 left. I'm not sure where they are, but I can't stop to check. Lest I be... consumed by Satsumas. Nuts. Alright, where are they? 1, 2, 3, and 5 over there. Okay. Then we can go left first. Knock off the fewer ones. Yeah. Oh! Wow, really? Okay. Oh. I really like this game. It's one of the more polished of these Umihara Kawase likes that I've played. Another good one is Kabanchan Jirari. Tower of Wireholic was good too, but a bit more restrictive in design. In that it was just the one area that you were climbing up. This reminds me a lot more of Ganbare Natsuki-san. In, having a lot of different levels with different kinds of challenges to them. It's very inventive. I like it. Alright, let's go right first. It's a bit safer with the initial Satsuma. Yeah, take that. Enemy 1. No, really? Okay. Given saying she hasn't finished Rusted Moss. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. That was the game. It's like 2D pixel art game where you have a grapple and a gun. I like watched the Steam trailer and I was like, yeah, maybe when it's on sale. So I never really, went for it. Would you recommend it if you've had some experience with it? Ugh, the thuds. Okay, I think it's just the 3 on the right that I'm missing now. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh man, what do I do? That works. Yeah. That went very well. Oh, a big level. Okay. In terms of Rusted Moss, Gibbon says, it's okay. But it's more combat focused, yeah, and there's lots of restrictions on the grappling. Yeah, that annoys me when they do that. That's part of the reason that I wouldn't consider it an Umihara Kawase like. Because part of the joy of these games is that you can grapple anything and anything and everything. You know, with the exception of specific surfaces if they don't want you to, like the glassy surfaces. And it's the same in this one. Oops. Oh. My bad. Gibbon saying about as far away from the UK formula as she's willing to get is Miastair. And that's interesting because that was actually made by the same developers. I liked Miastair a lot. It's also more combat focused, but not like all the way. It's still got pretty good grappling mechanics to it. And because it's in the same engine as Umihara Kawase Fresh and Bazooka, they just like upped the pace of the grappling and made it a lot more snappy. It's more of a Metroidvania, focused on exploration and some combat rather than grappling with the grapple. She says, yeah, I like Miastair for sure. I was just saying, its level of combat is what I think works in an Umihara Kawase. Like, yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, thanks. I'd agree with that. Oops. Yeah, we gotta be careful. At least it's an evenly spaced grid, so we know where all the spikes are going to be. Okay. So you're saying that Mia Stair has about the right level of combat, and Rusted Moss has more than that. Oh! Not to put words in your mouth. As far as Rusted Moss goes, says Gibbon, I like the gun as a momentum mechanic, being able to boost yourself in the air the opposite direction that you fired at. Oh, that's interesting. But she says, I'm less in love with the combat. Yeah, that's fair. That actually reminds me, another grapple game that I played in the last few years was called... Come on, brain. I think it's called Silver Grapple. It's like a cave story, like, with a grapple hook, which is interesting. And it's done quite well. But, yeah, it's not an Umihara Kawase like, but it does grappling well, I think. Very puzzly, which I liked. And, like, very obviously going for cave story aesthetics and, like, story kind of thing. But I'd recommend Silver Grapple. Nuts. Oops. 12 durians. Nah. Not careful enough. Gotta get more momentum coming up. Like this, and then, yeah, there we go. No, I waited too long. Mia Stair also has that, like, hilariously bad English script problem that the PC version of Fresh and does and all versions of Bazooka do. They just don't bother translating it properly, like paying for real localization into English at least. It's kind of just funny to me at this point how bad the translations are. Oh, okay. Where are we going next? Okay, cool. I'm being too careless. There's another one here. Ah, go away. No! Oh my gosh. Alright, let's go left. When starting again is so easy, I gotta wonder why they even include lives as a mechanic. This is another thing that I really like about Sonic Forces, to bring that up again. It doesn't have lives. Extra lives, they're an anachronism. We don't need them. We didn't need them for a long, long time, and I feel like games from big companies like that are only just now catching up to eliminating them as a mechanic. Generations still had lives. I'm pretty sure Lost World had lives. Yeah, I did some research on it, and I think Sonic Forces is the first, at least 3D Sonic game to not have extra lives. So that's a big tick in its column for me. But like, yeah, in this case, we didn't need the 2 lives. It just slows things down slightly when going from the menu to the level. But yes, I have a very anti-lives agenda, which probably comes from, I don't know, Rayman Origins. That's like one of the first big games that I played that didn't have them, and I was like, hey, this is good. We don't need lives, apparently, anymore. Nintendo still hasn't realized this. Tropical Freeze has lives. Well, that's a 10-year-old game at this point, but still. It has lives, but you can just buy a million of them in the shop, and it's not really a problem, but it's still a mechanic. Nah. I was trying to grab that one on the way down. No good. Okay. Okay. Nope. Oh god, how do I do this? I wonder if... Yeah, that gets you a bit more height and then... Oh, go away. Yeah, the safest thing is basically grappling on where the spikes are. Yep, case in point. Because then you're never going to hit a spike. You might hit a Satsuma though. No! There might be too many durians on this level. Just too big, too many things to get. Nah. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. No! Why? Did we need those little guys? Really? Okay. Nice, nice, nice. No! Oh. Always a pleasant surprise. No! Okay. Oh, I missed one up there. Nuts. Aww. Careless of me. What is the best way to gain height in that situation? Oops. Okay. Oh no. Oh, really? I think the best way to gain height in that situation is to do it like... I'll demonstrate. No, boy. Okay, okay. Lock in. Like this. Oh, okay. I'll try and show you what I mean. Oh. So first, you do this. And then you do this. Back and forth. Going on that diagonal. Oh, that was a mistake, but it paid off. Oh god! Yeah. There's a lot of durians in this level, huh? Yeah, how about that? Oh. Okay. Nope. Okay. Yeah, aim for the diagonals, build some height. Don't be afraid to fall down because you can always translate the falling momentum into upward momentum if you do it well. I didn't do it that well. But I'm getting the idea. So let's study this layout a little bit. The durians are actually drawn on this as well, I believe. You can see them dotted around. So if I go this way, we can get the top one and then sort of circle back. Whoa! Huh, that's something I hadn't considered actually. Doing full revolutions. Is that worth it? You do. Well, I lost my momentum there, but like this. Wow, you actually do gain a lot of speed going up that way. Okay, let's try it. Whee! Well, we don't need to go up at this point. Ah! I didn't have enough to do the full revolution. Okay. Ugh! Oh, it's risky. Okay, no diagonals. Let's try no diagonals. Oh! Okay. Oops. I didn't mean that for that to hit so closely. Did it hit the enemy? Is that what happened? What are we on? Level 19? I'm considering pushing this out to next week and including super secret bonus game in a next week as well. Yeah, because this is gonna be a while, but I don't mind doing it. Nope. Yeah, I made that mistake again. This level's too big. Okay. Almost. Go away, Satsumas. I do not even like citrus. Mandarins, yuck. No thanks. Oh boy. I can't believe that worked. That was going okay. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh! Oh! I don't need to do all of those swings. There's only that one high up and then you come down a fair way. Getting all the way back up is going to be hard though. So maybe I want to focus more on clearing elevations rather than left and right. Treating them separately like that. So we do this, and then we go back. Oh. You gotta do so many swings well in a row, not make any mistakes. No checkpoints. One of the things I like about Umihara Kawase, Sayonara Umihara Kawase, is two of the characters have a special ability to place a checkpoint whenever you want, wherever you want. It's a really cool idea. There was a similar idea in an indie game I played recently, which I don't remember the name of. It was on, I think it was on the Queer Games Bundle stream, one of them. But like, that ability is so much more useful than the alternative. So like, is it Emiko has the checkpoint thing, and so does Chibi Kawase? And then it's Noko who has this like time slow thing, but it just doesn't work very well. I find it awkward to use. What? Come on. Again, do we need these? Do we need these enemies? Can we just not have the enemies? Oh, okay. Go away. Whoa, okay. All right. Doing well. 9 more to go. No. I'm slipping. Okay. Let's try and finish this level and then stop. And I'll do the next 10 levels in next week's stream and the super special bonus game. That's the plan. And if I happen to find any other Umihara Kawase type fan games in the next week, I can think about including those as well. Always nice to have more games like this. And I know about Super Hook Girl. I don't consider it a Kawase-like, but it's still good. It's another grapple game. Mouse controlled. Okay. Oh, I haven't memorized the locations of the next few durians. No! Maybe I could play some Hook Girl on the stream. I don't know. Probably not. There's actually been some activity recently on the Discord about hacking the SNES game, the Super Famicom game. Oh god, those boosters. So we'll see if that leads to anything playable, but I don't think it will anytime soon. Somebody's changed the sprites around, so got different playable character sprites. What else have I seen them doing? I can't remember. Whoa, okay. Interesting. Just bust through it. Okay. Good. Okay. Oh, I'm feeling good about this one. Okay. Go away. Gibbon's excited about the potential of the ROM hacking that's happening. She says, I had to mute the Discord for a bit due to some energetic posters. Yes, well, they have quieted down recently, so you will be glad to hear that. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Please go away. Get some hide on this, and then... Oh! So what I can do is hold this in place. That works too. Okay, where's the... No, my timer! Oh my god! And they're so high up. Alright. That was a good run. But I ran out of time. Okay. So I just need to be more efficient or whatever. Really? And getting the higher ones first is probably a good strat. Oh, yeah. Tried to rush it and failed. That's the same old story, isn't it? This sunset is nice. But the sun's also setting in real life here. What the heck? Okay. So we're gonna go back over. What? Come on. Gotta think about routing. Routing the route that I'm going to take through this stage, that is. Oh god. Okay, where are we? It's 4 more over here, jeez. Okay. This game's great. I love it. I just wish I had that one ability to place checkpoints. It's not part of the game design, but you know, whatever. Time limits in general is another thing along with extra lives that I think is almost universally something that makes the game less fun. And I like games to be fun. I know not everybody is on the side of fun in games for some reason, but yeah. I think time limits only ever get in the way, really. Oh, what am I doing? I'm trying to gain height. Oh. So the boosters over on the left are a good way to gain height. Maybe I want to go right and then head back. Like, maybe I do want to get all the ones on the right first and then head back up to go left. Maybe that actually does make sense for routing. Get those roots sorted. Which reminds me, I should probably go to the dentist at some point. Okay. So there's another one. No? Oh, where the heck are they? Come on. Alright, good. Right. 7 left. Which means there's still some over here. I don't know where they are, honestly, but let's gain some height. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay, 1, 2. I was in the wrong place. So 3, and then I'll need to head back left on that same tier and then drop down. That's a really quick way to get all of them on this side. Here, and then here, and then drop. Oh. I was in the wrong place, and then it takes a bit of time to get up. And then go this way. Yeah, it's this one. Oops. Oh. Okay. Was that all of them? Oh, there's another one up there. Gosh. Gosh darn it. Gone sonnet. Oh god. Okay. Gotta figure out where that other one is. Okay. 1, 2, and then drop here on the left. Yeah. And then, so there's that one, but there's another one higher up somewhere. And then you just lose all your speed. Hold on. That'll get me a boost. Too much of a boost, apparently. Yeah, I just got to figure out where that other one is. Then our route will be complete. We'll have routed thoroughly. Yeah. Alright, Gibbon. Like I said, I'm going to finish this level and then stop the stream, so you won't have missed much if you head out now. Thank you, thank you. Oh yeah, I dropped down here. Okay. There it is. How do I get that? Oh god. This is gonna be hard. Okay. Maybe I can get that earlier. Ugh, there's no way to get it earlier. Dang. Tricky, tricky. because I really want to grab this now. It's so quick. Well, if I gain that height, yeah, okay, that works. Oh, crap. Was that all the ones on the right? No, there's one more. Where is it? There. Okay, that's all the right side done. Feels good. No! How rude. Okay. I'm feeling good about the right side now. So I drop here. And then boost up here. Yeah. Okay, that was close. Grab this one. Oh, fine. But if I grab this one and then gain that height. No! Yeah, there's always some improvisation required. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And then... Oh, okay. Swingy, it's so swingy. Okay. Yeah, we'll get there, we'll get there. Alright. Yeah. Oh. Alright, I can feel myself, like, getting weaker. It's impacting my gamer skills. So I need to knock this on the head pretty soon, or I won't have the strength for it. Come on. Yeah, take that. So this gains me some height. Oh, whoa, whoa! That went a little bit wrong. I wonder what the kanji says on these spikes. Probably death. Like I said, I'm bad at kanji. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? Let's use this. No. Alright, why don't we leave that one for a bit, because the upwards arrows to gain height are kind of in the middle, so I can kind of loop back around when I'm gaining height in that phase. So I grab this now, and there's one more over here. I think? Don't tell me. Yeah, I got it wrong. Yeah, just this one, and then I can come back. Okay, that could work. Okay, so we... okay. Okay, I'll do that. And then up again. Oh! Damn. Yeah, I go up a few times there and then head right. And then immediately just go back. And then try and get all the way to the top on the left side. Yeah, okay. Again, time is going to be a factor here. Even if I'm rooting well, probably. Unless I'm rooting really well. Okay. Get through this? No? Yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness. No! I thought I had the spacing for that right. I was wrong. You know, maybe a gun would improve this game, actually. Deal with those silly little enemy number ones. Oh boy. Okay. Can I walk through this? Oh my gosh, I can. I really didn't expect that. I thought it would push me, but it really only pushes you when you're in the air. Ugh. That was so close to destroying that guy. Alright. What's the time? Oh boy. Yeah, I already had a pretty rough day health-wise, so I should really not drag this out too long for my own sake. Alright, that's a good start. Oh, what? Yeah, because it stops you going down. Okay. Like this, and then it's right there. So that works. Like this. Yeah, okay. And then we're set up to gain this height. Oh, but we've run out of up arrows. No! Side arrows can translate to up arrows. In the right circumstances. Oh boy. What? Oh yeah, you grapple onto enemies if you get it just right. Kind of throws me off. Oh, fine. I accept this, but I'm not happy about it. Whew. You know, another bit of Umihara Kawase content I have never experienced. I talked about there being a bunch of levels that I never got to. But there's also... Oh, God. There's extra content in Umihara Kawase Fresh, where you play as Cotton, the witch, from Fantastic Night Dreams Cotton, or whatever it's called. Is her most famous game Panorama Cotton? I don't know. I think it's the most interesting one. But yeah, the Switch release was published by Nicholas, or like, yeah, at least distributed in some regions by Nicholas. And because they clawed the rights to the Cave Story franchise out of the creator's hands, it has Curly Brace from Cave Story in it as a playable character. And I've never played her levels, because I don't own the Switch version. I only own the PC version with the horrible localization, which is fine. You can still play the game and understand it that way. But they did a more heavy-handed and localize-y translation for the... Nicholas did, for the Switch version. And that version never goes on sale, and I don't like supporting Nicholas because they suck. So yeah, I don't own that version. Oh god. Hey, that worked. So this is a new route where I... where I go to the left side earlier. Please don't. Yep, okay. You again? Okay. And now there's something over here. Oh, really? I was going so well that time. I think that route works well, because you don't have to regain all that height as much. This is a variation on the earlier speculation I've been doing about keeping more height to... Oh god. No, that was promising. To save myself gaining it all back again later. So I've gone through a few ideas here today, obviously. Okay. Ugh. My arm is starting to get sore. Alright. Okay. Lock in. Yeah. Oh, interesting. So I go back this way just a bit to grab this and then head left again. Hopefully gaining enough height to... Oh! That was almost really cool. No. Oh, come on. Okay. Yeah, I need to stop soon for my own enjoyment of the game. I know I'll feel better about it after taking a break from it. Oh boy. Okay. What? No, 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 no. I tried to do that straight horizontal left. Got a little twitch of upwards thanks to this D-pad. Maybe I should switch back to analog. I don't know. I don't like the analog stick for this. Not my favorite. I guess I'll give it a try. Interesting. I guess it is a little more precise. Oh, with directions. So maybe it is a good idea. Still feels wrong, you know? Okay, now what do I do? I guess we can go through this. Do a bit more of the left side earlier on this run. Seriously? Fine, I accept. So when I played Kaban-chan-chirari, which is a... basically Numiha Kawase fan game, but starring characters from Kemono Friends. I didn't know what Kemono Friends was. Actually I might have, because Jupiter did Kemono Friends Picross a while ago, and I kind of knew about that. I never got it, because I... still got Picross games to play on DS and 3DS before I have to resort to playing the Switch ones. Yeah, so I wasn't really that familiar with Kemono Friends when I played Kaban-chan-chirari. So, well, my point in saying that was that I'm not sure that this character... I can't be sure if whether or not this character is an original character, or whether this is also some kind of fan game for a property that I don't know. Oh, I literally just pressed the wrong button. Pressed shoot instead of jump. Yeah, I'm really struggling, apparently, mentally, at this point. I really was hoping to get this level done before finishing today. I don't want to have to come back to it next time. But like I said, sometimes that's what you need. When I was grinding out the time trial for the final boss of Sonic Forces, there's a mission to do the final boss, which has 3 different phases in 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And I did it many, many attempts. Got close a few times, never really got it. Came back the next day to try again. Got it the first try that day. So... ooh, that was pretty dang close. Ugh. Okay. I'll try a few more times, but if I don't get it today, that's fine. We'll come back to it next time. Yeah, this is the new route. Let's go. Yes, make it through there. Do this. Come back. Yeah, okay. Risky. Okay, better. No! Where did you come from? You little jerk face. Can we ban all Satsumas, please? Just get him out of here. Whoa, what happened there? And this is with the analog stick. I still got a missed input there. In terms of directionality. Not missed, but... Oh. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay. Okay, we're doing alright. What? What the heck happened there? Alright, cool, 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 cool. Okay. Oh, why did I do that? Okay. Yeah. Just double checking the locations there. Okay. Yeah. Feeling good. Let's go around here. Whoa! That was interesting. Alright. Can you go away, please? I don't like this. There we go. Okay. 53 seconds. 5 left. Where are they? Alright, let's gain that height. Actually, I'll just go grab the one on the right since I'm here. Okay. Now I'm kind of short on time. Oh, really? I was hopeful. I had hope in my heart. And you came along and destroyed it. Trampled all over me. Are you happy about yourself? Are you pleased? So, Umihara Kawase famously, very surreal environment. And, well, my theory is that it's sort of taking things from Kawase's psyche in some kind of dreamscape, whatever that means. So what do these spike things represent in the dream, in the sort of subconscious reality of Merill's deep inner thoughts? Maybe they represent her self-doubt. Maybe they're her unfulfilled ambitions. Maybe they're fruits that she's allergic to. Unlike durians, her favorite fruit, the king of fruits. They represent the tyranny of more popular produce, which makes her favorite harder to get in the greengrocer. Oh no! I wonder if I could buy a durian at any of my local greengrocers. It's more like an Asian, Southeast Asian kind of... delicacy. But there's plenty of Asian grocers around where I am, so... Okay. I knew that was going to happen. I saw it coming in my mind palace. Or whatever. Really? Oh boy. Okay. I weaved through them like Neo. You move like them. This works, but you lose speed. And then that guy catches up. How do I avoid that? Could come back like this. Whoa! Okay. Well, it worked. I gotta get back up there. I gotta get higher. Because there's another one right up there. Why did I do that? Oh, really? They're always in the most inconvenient spots, aren't they? Little enemy one. Representing all the worst tendencies of greengrocers. Okay. Oh no, somebody's calling my telephone. Oh, they gave up. Okay. I kind of got a little second wind somehow. Maybe it was speculating on the hidden meanings. So I feel like I can continue a little bit. But I just know at some point I'm going to completely crash. I just hope it's after I've finished this level. Okay. What's the time? Yeah, I can go a little bit longer, I guess. Might regret it later, but hey. Again, that's future Milo's problem. That guy's a jerk. They're always lording it over me. Blaming me for things that I did, you know, perfectly justifiable. Okay. That surprisingly worked. Come on. Whoa. Okay. Sure. Okay. Decent pace. That wall is a problem, so I have to go around. Get stuck in all these arrows. See, the problem once you get over here is all the Satsumas. Yes. So you need to gain height again. And I'm losing time. 6 left. I don't like this. See, it's doable, but it just takes time. Okay. No! That was going really well. I still had 4 to get though. I'm not sure where the other 3 were, if I'm honest. I'd lost some time anyway. Yeah, that kind of works. You get back over here. Okay. Oh, really? I was trying to swing through to destroy that enemy one. But I grappled onto it instead, which is always the problem. Like, I never want to grapple onto an enemy. Really. I don't think there's any case where that's desirable, so... Ah, nuts. So it's really just an issue that you gotta deal with. Okay, should I even be doing this drop, or do I lose too much height that way? Because I could immediately double back and then come back to the right side later. Why don't we try that next time? Didn't maintain my momentum very well there, did I? But that's okay. Whoa, okay. It worked out. Okay. Never punished. Always winning. Oh god, oh god. What did I say about winning? Okay. You! That one is definitely my arch nemesis. Alright. So what did I say I was going to try? I don't remember. Try not doing the drop, yeah. So if I go back right now... What happened there? Great stuff, great stuff. Genius. Okay, so now I come back. Yeah, I could skip ahead, but it's risky. Yeah, that. And now, oh god. When you start falling so fast, it's really hard to be precise about where you're going to end up. Please don't kill me, man. Yeah, alright. Now where the heck am I going? Oh! Devastating! Okay. So let's go back to the arrows. Oh! That was really sad that that happened. Let's try it again. We've got a new route. Which involves staying up high. And then heading back to the left. Oh, I could get up here. Yeah, that's so much better. So much faster. And safer. Ooh, well, until you get there, but yeah. I wonder if I should go... Try this... hang on. Retry. Oh, that takes you to the title screen. Maybe that just subtracts a life or something. I didn't get the game over screen though. Wait. What was that option about recording replays that disappeared? I don't know. Whatever. Forget that. It's irrelevant. Yeah, look at this. Swinging on the ceiling. Oh, what a feeling. When I'm swinging on the ceiling. Alright, so here's my new route idea. We go left. We swing on the ceiling. We immediately turn around and come back. Whoa! And then we do a lot of the right side, maybe. And then we go back. And then we improvise. Ooh, ceiling. And then we drop. And continue as before. Or we keep going left. Yeah, improvise. Ah! Okay. Unintentional improvisation. God dang it. That was going okay. Go back. Woohoo! Yippee! I feel like I'm getting a lot better at controlling this game. Okay. How many left? 5. Okay. And good time. We're making good time. Oh god. Oh, go away. All my worst nightmares. Oh, okay, fine. The theory is sound. Or is it? Probably not. Let's try a different route. We'll do this. Okay. We start improvising. Ooh, okay. It grabbed the wall there, which I didn't want it to do. That went well. Oh, you lose. Yeah, okay. I know why that happened. Okay. Oh, okay. Cool. Oh. What am I doing? Yeah, that was dumb. Yeah, I started improvising. And then things just spiraled out of control. So this time, we have a plan. The plan is this, and then this, and then head left, or right, or whatever way I'm facing right now. What do I do? All the arrows are not in my favor. What? Come on. Okay. Oh. And then like this. And then like this. Okay. Let them cook. That's me, by the way. And then this. Oh god. Yeah, okay. See what I was doing? I think that will work. It's a more complicated route, but I think it's more efficient as long as I do it well. Ugh. Please. Okay. Just knock that one out. Okay. Just lock in. Get this done. Okay. Risky. Okay. I can't believe that worked. Okay. What am I doing? Okay. I also can't believe that worked. Okay. And now we're on the old route. Oh! Again, I pressed shoot instead of jump like a fool. What was I thinking? Okay, how many? Oh, I can't believe I missed that one. Alright, I'll come back for it. We'll do left side first. Got the one on ground level here. Just grab that. I can't believe that actually happened to me. How did this happen to me? Whoa! Okay. Sure. Uh-huh. Yippity! Okay, cool. Now we're on track. See, this is the new route. And things are going well. Swimmingly, in fact. Great. Still gotta get that one. Oh, height gained. Skip found. Cool. Let's just drop. Okay, cool. That's what I wanted. Alright, now 3 left. I can do it. As long as I don't get ambushed by a little greedy guts. Hey, buddy. How far is this? Oh! This game can still surprise you. Okay. So... Oh god. Why are you here? And you now? I don't even know where the last one is. Good lord. Okay, just... please don't kill me. Okay, where am I? Directly up. Okay. 18 seconds. Oh, what am I dying? What am I doing? Ah. No! I'm running out of time. Oh! I rushed it and I bloody balked. Okay. So where is that one? I should really get that earlier, shouldn't I? Okay. We can do that. Like this. And then it's around here. And then... Oh! Okay. My feet are getting cold. The sun's gone down. It's time to rug up. Snug up. Snuggle in somewhere. And yet here I am. I do have my little space heater, but I'm too locked in. Turning the space heater on would be admitting defeat, because I know this is going to be the run where I win, right? And if I have to turn it on, that means I'm just going to be here longer. But no, we'll be done real soon. Really, really soon. Super soon. So soon that I don't need to see to any aspect of my comfort right now, because it'll be but mere moments before I'll be able to retire from my current engagements. Imminent. Victory is imminent, I say. You can't even fathom how infinitesimal the time period will be between our current instant and the time in which my success will be assured. Oh yes. No. Yes. Okay, where am I going now? Let's just stay here. Get these ones. Oh, well, that was weird. That was almost genius. Okay. I think probably I should head back to the left at that point. Can we not do this right now? Okay. Okay. Lock in. Again. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yep. Like so. That happened again. Okay. Good to know. Good to know that if you do the same thing twice, you get the same result. Oh boy. What's happening? You followed me all the way? When do they despawn, these little critters? Mulligan. Mulligan. Okay. What? Excuse me? I didn't want that to happen. Okay. Yeah, way to lose all your momentum. Oh, what's happening? Good. No! Oh, the arrows. Well, not going my way. Okay. Yep, this is what I wanted. And then across here. Oh, what am I doing? What? I shot downwards and then I like fell and then broke the chain. Alright, won't be long. No. Go away. Go away. I got out of sync. Yo. Oh, you're done with work already. Okay. I've been going for 3 hours and 15 minutes. And I'm kind of losing my mind. Whoa, okay. That was unexpected. Oh, I'm just... What am I doing? Just... Yeah, do something. Okay. I don't know where the durians are at this point. There's one. Another one will be above me somewhere. Oh, how am I all the way over here? What is going on? This game is cracked. Okay, let's go. That's another one. Okay, so I would have got this one? I didn't. Okay. 6. So most of the right side. Oh. I think I got the one up there, so... Okay. Can we just... Yeah, okay. 3 more. Oh, those ones. Okay. This is really good run. This is good run. Good for me. Okay. I'm gonna gain a little bit of height. What? Where did that come from? Who? What? Incoherent ramblings. That was going to be the run. Until it all went wrong. So wrong. Okay. Do they just follow you forever? Is this going to be forever? What the frick? Okay. I've never found a use for downward angled shots, but that might be a use right there. To deal with an enemy like that. I don't know where I'm going. Okay. Oh, what? Ambushed? So rude. Okay, let's go. Yeah, this is going okay. Come back here. Oh, please. I can't believe I'm alive. Don't kill me. Alright, let's just... What? Ugh. I think this run's dead. Unless... yeah, okay. Can we just get... Yeah, okay, thanks. Okay. Respawned, thanks very much. Love it when they respawn. Not at all the most annoying thing in the world. Okay. Oh yeah, this one. It's that micro improvisation that goes wrong. Oh, wow. Cool. Yeah, skip that, go over here. Okay. And then... No. How many Satsumas are there? And can we ban them from life? Okay. Yeah, 360 or like 270 revolutions would be cool to pull off consistently, but it's just really hard to think about, you know? Okay, so... Oh god, what am I doing? Okay. The old route again. With a twist. Okay, now we just fall. Alright, 3 left and it's the same one, so in that same situation, do not get ambushed. And we got this. Oh! I was freaking ambushed, man! Ugh. Ten more minutes? I don't know, now I have the feral energy. where I do not want to let the game beat me. And I'm like so convinced that I can just do it if I only nail it once. Oh, oh, that was so good. It was on track. I was thriving. Crap. Oh. Well, I knew it was there, obviously, but... it still ambushed me. Okay. But this route is working, right? It's fundamentally working. Or is it? What? See, it went downward again and I didn't want it to. Okay, last run. Will definitely be this one. Okay, last run. Cool. Nope. Good. I still really like this game, by the way. Good. Okay, bad. Good. What am I doing? Okay, cool, cool. Oh, oh, oh. Swing it up. Hey, thanks. Yeah, yeah. Amazing. Okay, last time. Last run. It will be the last run because I'm going to win this time. Ooh, new strat. Yep. Oh, okay. Bad strat. Oh god, what am I doing? Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, there we go. Stay winning. Okay. I like forget how to jump sometimes because you don't jump that often. Okay, especially when you're swinging around this stage. 4 left. What am I missing? Oh, that one. Please. Okay. What's happening? Okay, cool. Yep, gaining height. Where am I going? Okay. Oh, that one. Okay, sure. That one always causes me trouble. Okay, okay, okay. So we're on a different route, so we're not going to get ambushed. At least not by the same... Are you kidding me? The bonk. The bonk did me in. Normally I like the bonk. You know, on the Super Nintendo. You know, BC Kid. You know how I played all those games. Is this a bonk-like? No. Obviously not. But maybe. They're both about collecting fruit. And I do have a large head. Okay. Last one. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's new. What the heck is happening? Okay. No. Yep. That got me one time. Not this time. Oh. That was interesting. Okay. That's the problem child. Oh, God. I gotta give all these durians individual names to remember them by and curse them by. What? Come on. So this one's the loner. Coming for you, loner. There we go. This one's the swigger, sure. This one is the field marshal. because of its strategic position. Ouch. Oh boy. Alright, these are the last lives. Except I feel like if I come back next time, I'll have forgotten all my strategies that I've built up. And I'll actually do worse coming in fresh. Just because you gotta learn the roots and stuff. So I guess I'm condemning myself to continuing. Okay, sure. Oh, I forgot to breathe. Okay, okay. So I got that one, drop down here. What am I missing? One on the left, I think. Oh, that one again? Oh, yeah. Okay. What? Oh, God. Oh, this is going really badly. Okay. Let's just... Oh, okay. No. Yes. Uh-huh. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, one left after this. Where the heck is it? Okay. I think I don't have enough time. Or do I? Please. No! Oh my god! You can't write these things. This was just unbelievable. Okay. Since I got that close, I really just have to do this. Okay, fine. Maybe with all that momentum, I'm better off getting that one just below. What? And then swinging back up. That might be viable. Then I don't have to come back for it. In fact, wasn't that the last one that just did me in? So I do this, and then I fall, and then I do... Ooh, it's risky. It's very, very risky. Okay. And then... what the heck am I doing? Okay, cool. So we're clearing the left side, apparently. And then we can build height over here. I don't even know where the other ones are. 6. I think it's just the right side left, actually. Oh, come on. Okay. So the plan was... okay. Yeah. Water. This is so doable. Ah! Sorry. Okay. Nope. Yeah, I messed up again. Oh, really? Okay. That attempt that almost made it, like, really shook me up. I'm, like, trembling. Okay. Whoa, okay. Yep. No, I want to get this one and then go back up. Yeah. See, that works. Oh, please. Go away. You know that trembling I mentioned? Yeah, okay. Yeah, fine. Okay. It's good when you pull it off, but I don't know. Okay. Yeah, let's just lose some time. Okay. That works. Alright, now let's just skip that. What the heck? Okay, fine, we're doing left side. We're clearing left side. Okay. Okay. Oh! What am I doing? Okay. I shouldn't have died there, I think. Oh boy, oh boy. Hey, that works. And then... Okay. No. Should have stuck to the lower part there and then... I guess made my way up a bit later. So we do this. Okay, whatever. We're doing it this way, I suppose. Have I lost too much time? I guess we'll see. What am I missing? Yeah, okay. Oh, the ambusher. That Satsuma gets a name. The ambusher. Oh boy, oh boy. Damn. Yep. Okay. Oh! Is that the ambusher again? That little jerk. Oh, okay. Hey, how about that? Okay. Part of a pattern, part of a plan. Alright, 4 left. I gotta get way back up though. Ambusher is somewhere. You. Take that. Okay. Still going up. We can go up here. No! Why did you appear? Okay. Maybe I'm better off going right first and then doing this loop. Oops, yeah, I'll try that. Instead of dropping down, we can do this. Oh, really? And then go back. Please. Oh, okay. Okay. Ceiling. Oh, that worked. Okay. No, I don't want you here right now. What? Okay. Improvising time. Ugh. That sucks that I didn't get that. Okay. 6 left. There's one here, and then there's more on the right, I think. Good. Okay. Where are they? Okay. Yeah, I was right. Oh, yeah, that... It all fell apart. I don't think that was gonna win. Okay. Oh, forgot about my plan. Okay. Every death is a lesson. Land. Nope. Okay. And then we go back. Okay. Swingity, swingity. So this is my current route. Oh, yeah. Bad planning. Oh. That's happened too many times now for it to be coincidence. Okay, cool. I can't believe I survived. Okay, cool. Slow it down. Whoa! Oh. I hate that guy. Okay. This could work. I survived again. Okay. Slow down. Earlier. Go over. Good. Bad. Yeah. Keep forgetting that I have a plan. Okay. I do think this plan has merit. And then back. Maybe not back so directly. But how else can I do it? What if I kill the little bugger? I don't know. It's hard to fit that in. Well, that works, I guess. Not really intentional, but okay. You. Okay. Skipped. Huh? Cracked. Flowing. And then this one. Like this. And then we can get the drop one. Okay. And then there's this one. 3 left. Oh my gosh. This might actually work. I jinxed it. Oh my god. Alright, alright, alright. It's above here somewhere, but I have to not get ambushed. Oh, it's there. Ooh, what am I doing? No! That was tragic. A modern day Greek tragedy. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm so close. I don't want to have to do this again next time. Thud. Yeah. I deserve that. Okay. No! That was actually kind of weird. Also, I've never had a recurrence of the forcing myself through a block glitch, which is good. Oh, what have I done? Okay, okay. fall. Oh! Yeah, I let go too early. Okay. I panicked. So how many times have I gotten incredibly close? 2 at least. Whoa. Okay, now we're going back. It's too bad the little buggers don't stay dead. Please. Oh, what? Okay. Just get it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that was bad. Alright. What? I gotta say though, I like the instant respawns. Ugh, this is a real troublesome one. If you don't have the momentum. Yeah, I accept it. What am I doing? Oh. Okay. Safe. Oh my god. What the heck is this? Grab it. Good. Move on. Grab it. Good. Move on. Okay. 6 left. Get the one over here. And then, oh, that was so close to me dying. Okay. 3 left, and I think they're all over here. So I'm setting myself up for an ambush. Good. You. No! I think I missed one on the left anyway. I mean on the right. Oh, that was a low down dirty move on that guy's part. You little rascal. Okay. Oh, really? Hitting that wall has done me in a couple of times. Ah. Oh. Yeah, take that. You little gronk. What? I don't know what happened there. Okay. That's what we need to do. Oh, what? Okay. Don't question it. You. What? Okay. Okay. We made it. Oh, just. Okay. You're back. Alright. Take it easy. This is all analog stick mode, by the way. Yep, that's what we wanted. And then I don't know the route from here. Yeah, okay. Why don't we get that one last? We can go up here. And then over here. Yeah, that's bad. Okay. What? Alright, I'm gonna stop. I need to. Sorry. Leave. Let me leave. Release me from the torment. Okay, bye. See you next time. I'll play more of this game. Bye.